A couple of days far from New Year's Eve, every single year I see and hear people telling me that this year will be theirs, that it is the year where they will accomplish things and become successful. And it always ends up in the same thing, them getting back to their routine and sticking to their comfort zone. 2022 represented a lot of changes for me. It's been a year where I failed, I lost hope, I worked hard, and I succeeded sometimes, but overall it's been a year where I understood things. We are a couple of days far from 2023, so I thought I would share with you the way I prepare myself for this upcoming year, how do I deal with goals, and what it will take for me and probably for you as well to win over this year. Number one, take the most from 2022 into 2023. Within all of the things that I learned throughout this year, we can either find positive or negative ones. When it comes to the negative ones, of course, I'm not going to bring them with me for the upcoming year, but if I had to talk about them, here is what I would say. The first thing is basing my happiness and hope onto things that I cannot control. Back in January 2022, whenever I started my self-improvement journey and I took my YouTube channel more seriously, I remember putting a lot of work into my videos and putting a lot of hope on this one single video that would go out and hopefully go viral within a couple of days. Long story short, I cannot remember taking any positive consequences and benefits from this type of situation because 12 months later, I did not have any single viral vid after almost 30 uploads. The only things that I got from that were anxiety, stress, disappointment, and of course a loss of self-confidence. Obviously, whenever you think only about one thing in your head and that one thing is to have a viral video, you start working really hard for it, and whenever you realize that your project did not blow up as expected, of course you start to reconsider your skills and you start to wonder whether or not you're good at what you're doing. Another negative things that I learned from 2022 is comparing myself to others. I sometimes still struggle with that because of some moments of weakness, but I overall understood how to get over it. In order to illustrate this, let me give you an example of the truth of my YouTube channel. Before starting this self-improvement niche, I used to make vlogs about my college life, and I unfortunately couldn't put in the title that I was a Harvard student or a Boston student because I live in Spain and my university is not that famous. All of that to say that my videos didn't really work well. Probably the main reason is that they weren't good enough, but for me the biggest reason was the fact that I couldn't put enough of a clickbait title. While so many student vloggers that I watched did, as they were students of highly searched universities in the US or in the UK. Then started a vicious cycle of me comparing myself to them and me wanting their life more than I actually wanted my own. I think these 2 points are the main negative ones that I will not take with me in 2023, but from these 2 ones, I'm sure I can bring some positive things into the upcoming year. The first thing that I learned is to focus more on systems, to trust the process and really fall in love with this process rather than to focus on goals and put hope on some things that I cannot control. By doing so, I managed since September 2022 to upload videos every single week, so quite frequently, and I ended up loving my process more than my results. For the last couple of months, which represents around 50% of my overall uploads of my channel, I haven't had any single viral vid. However, I have never been as happy creating content every single week as I've been lately. Being consistent with my uploads every single week is something that I myself only can control. And the main thing that helped me switch my mindset is the fact that I have long-term goals on YouTube, and this means that a lot of work has to be done throughout probably 2 or 3 years. And then I wondered, what if I would have a viral vid tomorrow? Would it change anything to my workflow of posting and uploading content every single week? The answer was no, and from that I understood that I should switch my focus from something that would bring me a surely high dose of dopamine once onto something that will create dopamine and positive feelings every single week for sure. The other thing is something that I learned from stopping comparing myself to others. Whenever you start comparing yourself to other people, you take the easy way of life. In the way that it is extremely comforting to try what others have already tried or to do what they are doing right now, and it almost somehow feels familiar to do the same as our role models. However, doing your own things is uncomfortable, and you probably know my opinion and thoughts on the comfort zone. If not, I will invite you to click the link and watch the video up here. But basically, the comfort zone is a growth restricting zone. Whenever I stopped comparing myself to others, I started creating content that came 100% from my head or from my research, or started to develop a color grading process that I've never seen anywhere else, and I just started to tell my own story. As of course, I did not have anything to compare it with, it felt scary, it felt uncomfortable, and overall it felt wrong. But this is the only way to grow, in my opinion. Stopping comparing myself to others allowed me to realize the process that I've achieved in videography and in life in general. It also somehow made me proud of the work that I have been creating and I keep on creating, and it also somehow created an ounce of self-confidence. Besides those positive things that I created from negative ones in 2022, I have other things that had a lot of benefits on my life that I want to bring with me and improve in 2023, and those things are habits. Now, I'm not gonna walk through all of them in depth because I already made some videos about this, but to give you an overview of this year, I basically created 6 different habits, and in a chronological order, here are the 6 habits. I first took the habit to create weekly videos for YouTube. I then took the habit of reading. I managed to get into a better understanding of my diet and to cook for myself properly every single day. I also started journaling, cold showering, and got my first steps into a consistent daily workout. All of those 6 habits have considerably changed my life, and I am for sure bringing them with me in 2023. And to get ready for this upcoming year, I created a digital habit tracker on Notion. What I've created is basically a table where I have 30 lines which represent approximately the 30 days of each month, and I created 6 different check boxes per day that represent the 6 habits that I just presented. Finally, I duplicated a table 12 times, renaming all of them with a different month of the year, and this way I can easily keep track of the habits and whether or not I stuck to them. And I also let myself some space to create some more habits that I will surely have in 2023. In order to get ready for the upcoming year, even though I really don't care about the insights and number of my videos each week, I still have some goals that are surely more general, but I made some research and I finally created my first mood board for 2023. For example, I want to grow my YouTube channel this year, but instead of focusing on numbers and wishing to reach 5k or 10k subscribers, which I surely wish I will, I put on my mood board 40 videos. This represents the amount of video that I want to post throughout the year, and it does not include the content for shorts form, Instagram, or TikTok. Reaching 10,000 subscribers is absolutely not under my control. However, posting 40 videos throughout the year is simply the result of a consistent effort of weekly upload on my YouTube channel, and this is absolutely under my control. I would say that creating your own mood board is a very simple thing. Just choose 4 to 5 goals that you want to accomplish this year and that are under your control, and just light up your creativity, put some words on it, and create a mood board of your taste. I personally went for a very minimal mood board, but you can definitely go for a more artsy one or whatever you would like. The one thing that I persuaded myself of before the start of 2023 is the fact that if this year of 2022 has been that much of a life-changing year for me, it is mainly because of the fact that I went completely out of my comfort zone, and lately I am doing so on a daily basis. I started creating content of my own with my own color grading and style. I also started forcing myself to do things whenever I would think that I would be too lazy to do them. And I also started taking cold showers every single day for almost a month now. So some of those things will definitely enter my comfort zone throughout the days and month, but most of them will remain out of my comfort zone, and I will surely keep them with me for 2023. We've talked about the 6 different habits that I want to bring with me in 2023, but these aren't all of the habits that I want to have throughout the year. I'll also definitely want to create some new ones. For example, next year I want to start going to the gym and to replace my home workouts for going out and working out in the closest sports center. I also want to create the habit of writing things down every single day. And I'm not talking about journaling here, I'm talking about writing things on different topics in order to get better at explaining for my YouTube videos, for example, as well as improving my writing skills. And I also want to create the habit of getting at least 7 hours of sleep per night, where I'm going in bed and waking up at the exact same time every single day. I cannot think about all of them right now, but I will surely have new habit idea coming out from book inspiration, podcast, or videos, or whatever it could be for the upcoming year. I've talked a lot about getting ready for 2023 with my mood board, my habit tracker, my new habit creation and everything, but the truth is that I already started. I also learned a lot about the fact that the more you wait and anticipate for something, the less likely you are to do it. So as by the time I'm filming this video right now, we are a week far from New Year's Eve, and I didn't want to wait for applying what I want to apply in 2023. So I already started with my habit tracker, with seeking discomfort every single day, and with starting this journey to become the Sacha I want to become by the end of 2023. Well, if I had to prepare an upcoming year, if I was in your life, that is basically how I would do it. I hope you found some type of inspiration from this video and that you will start as soon as possible applying things and changing your life even before the 1st of January 2023. And anyways, as always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll meet you in the next one. Also, Happy New Year to all of you. Bye-bye!